Joining us for the latest managerial interview after today's game against St Albans City is a rather disappointed John Underwood. John, it's becoming a bit of a weekly thing, isn't it? At home on a Saturday, little mistakes and little things not going your way and costing you 3 points.
Yeah, it's certainly the second Saturday run in here that we've felt we did enough to win the game. Certainly not lose the game, but have lost both of them. And yeah, that's incredibly frustrating for me as a manager and for the players. That's not to say we've not made mistakes today. We absolutely did. If you kind of look at the game from the beginning, I thought obviously the really bad injury to Birdie, who's in hospital now, no one around him, and sometimes they're the worst ones when it's not a tackle. You just like his knee basically dislocated, just trying to head a ball. One of those freak injuries you get, and I think it popped back in, but he's in hospital and I think it's out again. It's not a good one at all. And we made the change, and I think the 2 goals were probably within maybe 5 or 6 minutes from the change, and I guess they were really poor goals to concede, don't get me wrong, and we'll watch them back and there'll be so much we could have done to stop those goals happening. I think the out I can maybe give our players is that kind of reshuffling guy coming off the bench. You know, as a defender, you kind of sit there expecting maybe not to come on or to come on late, and he's come on, and we've had to reorganise. I mean, it's a like-for-like change, but you know, that's probably the one out I can give us. But they were 2 really poor goals from our point of view. Good play from their point of view. 2 good balls that split our defence and 2 good finishes, but not good from our point of view. And I thought we showed then real character first half to come back. I thought, you know, 2-0 down, 2 quick goals. You've lost a player, you might crumble, and we didn't. We dug in and we worked hard, and we played quite an attacking lineup today. We played 2 up front, and we had Joe and Max, and we were at times getting 4 forwards, attacking with 4 forwards, and I thought we really looked dangerous after we went 2-0 down, and 2 good goals. Second one in particular, Ben Harris with an unbelievable ball wide, and Max picks him out and he sweeps it higher. And Ben was fantastic. You know, we've missed Ben. It was a gamble a little bit. Again, the physios weren't over keen for him to start, but we played him and he managed 55 minutes. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was for the 55 minutes he was on the pitch, he was the best player on the pitch, and he got 2 goals. So that's a massive positive. He was cramping up. He's done very little, so that was a positive. But yeah, we go into the second half, and maybe the second half didn't start too lively. It was a bit flat. But then I thought we started getting some momentum. I thought at that stage we were the team going to win it, and we started creating a few chances. Etel's had a great chance with the keeper out of position and hit the lad on the line with it. We've had the one where Joe's hooked it back and hit Tom's chest and glanced across the goal. It just felt like it wasn't going to go in for us. But I felt we were the team pushing. We were the team looking likely to win it 3-2. And then obviously I felt we got undone by a really poor decision by the referee. I've not spoken to anyone outside of the referee who thought it was a penalty. There was a definite foul outside the box, I think maybe by Sean, I'm not sure.
George Hunt it was.
George Hunt, outside the box, and the ref went to give it. Probably allowed it to go on, which is good refereeing. And all Guy did was get across his man, and Guy's a very strong lad, and Guy was goal side of the player, so he didn't need to foul him. He didn't foul him, and their lad, I would say, my view, and backed up by all of the senior players around it that I've talked to, said that Guy got his body there and the guy bounced off him, which is what you do when you run into Guy Hollis, you bounce off him. And I think the referee said to him that you ran across the front of him. Well, again, that's good defending. You get yourself between the player and the ball and the goal. And I don't know what he's seen. I don't know why he's given it. As I said, everyone I've spoken to, people that have seen the video back already, have said it's not a penalty. So that's really hard to take. It's really hard to take because I guess a bit like Chippenham, we'd have probably been a touch disappointed with a point and we come away with nothing.
I guess some of the highlights and positives of it is that your first half performance meant that when St Albans came out for the second half, they swapped a centre-back for the left-sided back because Max Worsfold was having such a great first half, and that kind of negated a little bit of what it was, but that shows you that you're there performing and creating chances, which
Yeah.
maybe at the start of the season and Dartford and stuff you weren't doing.
Oh, we just said in there, like, everyone's devastated to lose, obviously, but we do feel that we're not too far away, and it's, we've had, we are starting to score goals, we are starting to create more chances, we are conceding a few disappointing goals, and it feels like, yeah, you sort of fix one end and then the other end goes a little bit, and we've conceded 5 in 2 now. But we don't feel too far away. The squad is together. They're very together. There's still a lot of belief there. We just feel a bit hard done by today. But all I can say, that's twice it's happened at home now, and there are always things you can do to make it. We can't sit here and blame the referee. I can blame him for the decision, which I think he got wrong. And if I got that wrong, I'll hold my hands up. But I think he got it wrong. But you have to look at what we could have done, and we had good chances to get in front at 3-2. And I think it's a bit of a cliche for any team that's not quite where they want to be. We're not quite good enough in both boxes at the minute. We're not, we're not ruthless enough in both ends of the pitch. We're okay. We're doing all right. I think we're well in games. We're competitive, and I think we're shading games even. But we're not getting a lot to show for it, and we need to turn those performances. I'd rather play poorly at Hungerford in our Excellent League game and win 1-0. I'd take that. It's about getting wins, and we have to find a way to get wins.
We spoke to Ben Harris earlier, and he's obviously got 2 goals today. But is the difference at this level being a clinical finisher? And when Ben came off, we didn't really have that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ben took his 2 chances that he got today, and that is he's a clinical striker at this level. We think he's one of the best at this level. Unfortunately, he's just had a real tough time with injuries. I think if you got 40 games out of Ben Harris, I think you'd get over 20 goals, definitely. I think he's that good. With chances have fallen. I think probably the best chance fell to Etal today, and he had a couple last week. And I'm not going to criticise the lad because he's a young player, and I think he just needs to settle in front of. He needs one of those to go in because he is a very good player. It's frustrating. I'm not going to pick players out. We just said, like, there's things we could have done to not concede the goals today. There's things we could have done to score more. So we have to take it as a team, and we have to improve as a team. But I don't think we're too far away. A few things just to go our way that maybe aren't. I think we can. I think we can get wins on the board in this league. I'm confident in what we've got, but we do need to start doing it soon, because if you have another 2 or 3 league games without a win, it starts to look difficult, and it starts to sort of knock your confidence a little bit. I think winning is a habit, and not winning is a habit. It's hard to win games in this league, but then when you start winning a few, it feels easy. And we've been there. Like 2 years ago when we got in the playoffs, we were winning 3, 4, 5 on a bounce, and it felt the easiest thing in the world in a very good league. And when you have a few games like we've had, it can just eat away at you. So we've got to stay strong, stay together, and hopefully the next game we can get a win.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us, John. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Aid.
Cheers.